Can we now move on to the item about Whitby Maritime Bill? I should come to you, Mark, to introduce it. Can we also note that we've had 2 emails that came from someone disappointed. We've got emails coming in sort of the night before the discussion. But if we could just refer to that, Mark, as part of your summing up of the report. So over to you, please.
Thanks very much. This, in my opinion, is a good news story, and it's a good news story for the people of Whitby. There was a consultation carried out by the former Scarborough Borough Council, and 30,000 people, businesses and organisations were spoken to, and the project secured £10 million from the town fund in 2020 for an overall allocation to Whitby of 17.1 million. This project was strongly supported by the Whitby Town Board and is also strongly supported, I believe, by the vast majority of people who live and work in Whitby. And I have spoken to both local members. It's in Councillor Swanwick's ward, but clearly Councillor Trumper as well as the Whitby member. I've spoken to both of those about this, and both are very supportive and delighted to see this report, I think, here today. Planning permission was secured in August 24, and we believe the project is now ready to move to construction and will take approximately 13 months. One of the things that I'm delighted to say that today, I nearly said this morning, but it's actually this afternoon now. One of the things I'm delighted to report is that we have got very strong interest from 2 large companies who are already in Whitby and would like to make full use of this facility, certainly make good use of it. We also have interest from other businesses in and around Whitby, including training providers who would like to make use of this building once it's up and running. So I'm pleased to say that we do have local interests, and we do have companies that are very keen on moving in, and we will be moving in our own harbour master into the building. Once we've got over 60% use, the building will wash its face, and after that will be a small profit if it's fully used by the council. The objections that you've seen on emails are basically twofold. One is that some people are concerned that the building will flood. Well, the good news is the building's been designed to flood, and the ground floor is going to be used for maritime issues, and if it floods, that will make no difference to those. The upper floors it would make a difference to, but if they're flooded, everybody in Whitby's got a big problem, I can tell you. One of the other issues that's been brought up is that in order to build it, we'll be losing some parking spaces, but as I'm sure members will be aware, if you build anything anywhere, there will be some allied issues around the area that you're actually building on. So for 13 months, there will be the loss of some parking spaces. We intend to make good on those by making greater use of the park and ride service, which already operates and operates well in Whitby. The other point that somebody's raised yesterday afternoon was about reputational cost to this council and about cost overruns. But if you didn't have some consideration for cost overruns and weren't willing to mitigate those, you wouldn't build anything anywhere. And we have mitigated those. Some of those will be on this council, and some of them will be on the company that builds the Whitby Maritime Hub for us. Let's also be clear, if we don't do this, we will finish up giving £10 million back to the government, which would certainly not be a good thing. Sometimes people say to me that this council doesn't care about the coast, and I think projects like this prove them completely wrong. We're investing in Scarborough, we're investing in Whitby, and we're also doing work in Filey, and the amount of money that is being spent both from ourselves and from grants from the government are very significant. So I commend this project to you. I think it gives excellent opportunity for the public in Whitby. It will give opportunities for young people in Whitby to learn about maritime industries and to hopefully find gainful employment in those industries. The building, I think, will be iconic. It looks a fantastic building, and I'm looking for permission today from the executive to go ahead with this. Happy to take questions and listen to comments, Chair.
Okay, thank you, Mark. I should have said right at the start, don't forget, if we want to talk about anything that's on the pink papers, we need to go into private session. But I think we could probably have the discussion without papers. So can I open it up? Anybody want to say anything around the room first? If not, I'll go to Councillor Holland. So, Liz, please.
Thank you, Leader. Thank you, Councillor Crane. Can I please, on behalf of the Area Committee, express our full support for this scheme, and thank you for progressing it, because it seemed to have got into the doldrums for a weeny while. I'd further like to thank the council or the exec for recognising that there may be a small cost overrun. I know we can't talk about the detail and we don't know yet what that might be, but it is so vital to Whitby that this progresses. And as you say, Councillor Crane, we would not be in the business of giving £10 million back to government. So an excellent report, very well received, and full support from the Area Committee. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Liz. Anybody else?
Can I just echo Councillor Collins? As a whole, this came up as a very popular project in our area committee, and on the whole, yes, it is. It's a marvellous idea to get on with this, and I just say it's if people if they have a problem with this, they need to get in touch. That is, say the night before is not the time, but people have had plenty of chances to answer consultation, bring queries, and the support is not just the area committee, it seems to be Whitby as a whole. There's a few people out there who never like anything we do, but it's overall very, very positive news. Thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else want to comment? So, Mark, you want to move the recommendation?
Move it, Chair.
I'm very happy to second it. And let's again have a formal show of hands with spending some money. Okay, again, unanimous.